Famous bards, Elizabethan ghosts and brutal murder await the most haunted team as we travel to Lancashire.
Hello, good evening, I'm Yvette Fielding and welcome to Most Haunted, the live series. For the remaining 4 weeks, we are asking you to join us live as we investigate some of the scariest buildings in the country. Also, on Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock, you'll get the chance to see the best bits from tonight's show and the uncut investigations that we carry out after we go off air. Last week, we investigated the very creepy Gawthorpe Hall in Padiham, a location that was new to us and one that certainly didn't disappoint. Take a look at this. Shut up!
What the?
Whoa! There are 2 females in this room. Can you affect the other female? Are you okay?
Whoa!
You bet that was that wood moving.
I'll tell you what it is. Fingernails.
I need to get in, kid. I need to get in.
Fingernails. Here, scratch.
Where?
That was just definitely there.
Whoa!
Somebody just flew past you, Carl.
I'm absolutely petrified. I don't like things flying about.
I just feel what? And you? I thought somebody stood in between us then.
Is there somebody following us?
Whoa!
Tonight I hope will be just as good, if not better, for I've brought my team to a village on the outskirts of Ormskirk and the menacing Rufford Old Hall.
Built in 1530 by Sir Robert Hesketh, only the Great Hall remains of the original building at Rufford Old Hall, although it clearly indicates the wealth and position that the family held. Sir Robert's son Thomas was head of the family during the Reformation in the 16th century, a difficult time for the Catholic Heskeths. Sir Thomas was imprisoned in 1584, but was later released after apologising for his family's faith. Although Sir Thomas's wife harboured priests, the family's safety was secured after a marriage into the Protestant Derby household. With such a turbulent history, it is no surprise that figures from Rufford's past are still said to haunt the hall to this day.
Here in the Great Hall, the ghost of a priest has been seen scurrying, possibly in an attempt to hide, while more ominously, the ghost of a man believed to be a neighbour, brutally murdered in a boundary dispute, walks this great room. Could he still be looking to exact his revenge?
The nursery on the ground floor is believed to still hold the spirits of the children who once lived here. The sickly cries of children in lament are heard in this room. Are they the echoes of the children who died young, stuck forever in infancy?
The stairs of this beautiful house are said to be haunted by the ghost of a young woman, known as the Lady in Grey. It's thought that on the eve of her wedding, her betrothed was called to fight the Scots. He never returned, and now his lover is left to walk heartbroken and forever abandoned.
The upper floor is believed to be haunted by Sir Robert Hesketh, who was said to have been possessed on his deathbed. His screams are heard on this floor, and visitors to this area report feelings of trepidation. With so much phenomena to investigate, how will we cope tonight? We have 2 hours to find out.
Now, I'm usually joined by our historian, Leslie Smith. Unfortunately, Leslie is unable to be with us here tonight, but standing in for her is Fred Batt, historian and demonologist. And as always, I'm joined by parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe. Now, Fred, you've been looking into the history of this magnificent building. What are you looking forward to tonight?
Well, this, I mean, it's a lovely old place. This hall, for instance, was built in 1530 by the Hesketh family, but it goes back before then to about 1450. And apparently there was a west wing that's now disappeared. It disappeared in the 1700s. No one knows how. I don't know what happened to it. But apparently there's a secret chamber here facing where the west wing used to be, between two doors, so that'll be interesting.
So it'd be brilliant if we could possibly try and pick up on that.
It'd be lovely,
That'd
yeah,
be
it'd be really
brilliant.
nice.
Now, Kieran, before I get your thoughts on Rufford, let's hear from the people that live and breathe this great house, the staff. Take a look at this.
Well, my name's Charles Singleton. I'm the house manager here at Rufford Old Hall, and I've been here almost 3 years. We have the famous Grey Lady of Rufford Old Hall. She is one of the Hesketh family whose fiancé goes away to fight against the Scots in the Scots Wars and never comes back. She was going to be married to this poor gentleman, and she reputedly walks the grounds, walks the upper passageways of the house. Sometimes staff do feel like they've been watched, they don't like to go into the rooms, but this has been basically during open hours when we've had people and visitors walking around.
Now, Kieran, we've heard from the staff, absolutely fascinating. What do you think to their accounts, and what are you hoping for this evening?
Well, the main thing is the archetypal grey lady. We've been in countless buildings before where they've reported a grey lady. My God, if we actually catch her on footage, that would be brilliant. But there's an intriguing part of the grey lady story that I don't want to say right now in terms of where she's actually associated with, so I'll reveal that a bit later on. But this sense of presence is something that I'll be looking out for, and kind of a negative sense as well. I'll be watching the team and how they cope with that.
Now, last week we were investigating Gawthorpe Hall near Burnley, and Kieran picked up on some very strange, very exciting images on this thermal imager.
Matt and Simon, can you wave your hands? Okay, I've got two of you and there's somebody else standing.
To my right. I'm standing next to Matt.
Okay.
Why? What's the matter?
It's all right, I'm just getting images in behind you. What you're seeing is you're seeing Leslie there on the right of the screen, and then you've got figures behind. There's no mirror there, but there is a picture with a reflective surface, and that's what I mean. There's a couple of people accounted for on the stairs, but there's, what, 3 or 4 heads there maybe?
Yes.
Do you see what I mean? It's like a group of people watching from the stairs, and that's why I had to do a name check.
Now, Kieran, you've had a whole week to think about what you have possibly caught on the thermal imager. I think it's incredibly exciting. What do you think?
Well, my initial thoughts were that it was people on the stairs. That's why I got them to wave. But you can obviously see when a couple of them do wave, there are other figures standing there that don't react to what I'm asking. Initial thoughts, maybe it was a reflection of the girls, yourself, Leslie, standing in the circle and getting a reflection back into the picture frame. The problem is, the nature of what we do, it's spontaneous, it never happens again. So it's frustrating, but I think we might have caught something absolutely genuine.
Sorry, wait, stop, hold the press. Do you think we've possibly caught a ghost?
Possibly, I'm throwing in that possibly.
Seriously?
But the moment's gone, that's the problem.
No,
the
it hasn't
difficulty
gone.
is,
We've got
no,
the
we've
beauty
got the
of
footage.
tape and footage.
I know, we've got the... And perhaps I could go back.
Yes?
I could go back off camera and even check the angles again and see if it appears again. But it was fleeting, it was gone. That night I couldn't do any more tests to see what it was, but I think it's fantastic.
I suppose if anybody at home, they can perhaps rewind, have a look at the footage, we'll have a look at it, keep going over it and over it, you never know. I certainly am very, very excited about that particular footage, so well done to you. Now, join us after the break when we shall be joined by medium Chris Conway to see what he makes of Rufford Old Hall and the spirits that he believes still haunt this magnificent place. Welcome back to Most Haunted, the live series. We're here in the north of England and we're in a beautiful place called Rufford Old Hall with a fantastic history. Now inside this building there are many, many different rooms, but it does have a very strange atmosphere, something that I've picked up on all day since we've been here, and I'm very, very excited and intrigued to see if Chris is going to pick up on something that I picked up earlier on today, and quite a few people have picked up here, haven't they?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start walking. The staircase here, absolutely key to